Not as much as there used to be, but there was a big
Right.
stigma before. Like,
Right.
they're, oh, I want to be a gamer. I want to be a YouTuber.
You think it's like a feasible path for most people though?
Absolutely not.
That's what I think too.
I'm sure you get this also. Like parents like, oh, my kid wants to do this. Like, do you have any advice for them? They're starting this now. And you're
Right.
like, well, good luck, I guess. But,
All right, guys, we got 5 up here today. Is this your first podcast?
I've done a few podcasts before, but it's been a moment since I've done one.
Because you've done a face reveal recently, right?
No, like 2 years ago.
2 years
Yeah,
ago.
I guess that's kind of recent, but yeah.
Yeah. In comparison, how long you've been playing, I guess, right?
Oh, yeah.
'Cause you've been PC gaming for how long now?
Oh, I've been playing games at least in the scene for like 7 years now, I'd say.
Wow.
So, yeah. 2 years is pretty recent.
Yeah. So what was the first big game that got you into things?
The game that got me into stuff, probably League of Legends.
Okay.
Was like the thing that kind of kickstarted me. If you know what that game is.
I used to play. I was terrible.
Oh,
but
okay, gotcha.
You were
yeah.
probably really good, I assume.
No, I was Challenger in that game.
Oh, you weren't good.
No, I was Challenger.
Oh, Challenger. Is that the highest rank?
Yeah, that's the highest rank you can be.
Wow. So
kinda
you were playing professionally.
Not professionally, but it kind of kickstarted me into like getting a bunch of connections and like meeting a bunch of people within the scene itself.
Got it. And then what game after that did you go to?
What started me online was like Among Us, I guess. It was
Right.
like that was the really big kickstart into everything.
Right. I used to watch all those videos with Toast and all those guys. Were you one of those players?
Oh yeah, I play with Toast all the time.
Oh, nice. And you still play Among Us, right?
Yeah, I still do.
That's impressive.
I love deception games in general. It's people can get tired of them. Me personally, I think I could see myself playing it for still like even years to go.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
Because I feel like it kind of died off a little bit.
It definitely had its like slumps. It's actually kind of coming back right now though.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly.
What do you think is bringing it back?
Honestly, Toast.
Oh, he's playing again?
Yeah, he started playing again, and everyone's like, "Well, it's time to go back."
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Dude, he was so good at that game.
He's pretty good. I'm better though.
You're better than Toast?
I am better than Toast. I mean,
Like,
say
he'll say that?
not publicly.
What's your ranking list of all-time
And,
Among
like,
Us players?
Among Us players overall.
Yeah.
I think it kind of depends on like. So like Among Us, there's different roles and whatnot. Like you could be crewmate, imposter. You could
Yeah.
be like all around player. So I think all around, I'm the best.
Whoa.
I think crewmate wise, a person named Hafu is the best.
The girl, right?
Yeah.
Asian girl? Yeah, I've seen her.
And then Toast is also like pretty like between us both. Also, I'd say.
Got it. So you're just really good at imposter.
Yeah, specifically imposter, I'm really good at.
Okay.
Crewmate, I'm not bad at though either.
Got it. When you get imposter, what is your win rate?
Ooh. I think it depends on the lobby. If it's like the lobby of like I guess medium skilled people, I'll usually win every time.
Wow.
If like higher skilled people, it depends on like because it's a 2-person game. It's very hard to win like as a solo person.
Wow.
But even if I have like a decent partner, we'll usually win that round.
Damn.
Yes.
So you're that good.
I'm pretty decent at it.
Dude, I need to see some gameplay. So have you always been good at like deceiving, lying, stuff like that?
Okay, well you put it like that, it looks bad. But, I've played a lot of deception games throughout my entire life, whether it be like there's a lot of different starts with. So like you can have a game called Trouble in Trader Town or Trouble in Terrorist Town, which was a game really popular back in like 2011, which was all about essentially Among Us but with guns.
Okay.
And then I got really good at Mafia, which is or like Werewolf. When I Ultimate Werewolf, there's other social deception games like that I've just played in like I guess higher skill groups for years, and then like Among Us comes out, so it kind of fits all that.
Oh, so you were playing this style before Among Us?
Oh, I have more than like 15 years of experience in deception
Oh,
games.
damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you put it like that, no wonder you're one of the best.
Oh yeah, it's like my skill set naturally built up for this.
Right. Because I feel like Among Us was a lot of people's first deception game they tried out, right?
Yeah, I'd say it's like their introduction to the genre itself.
Right. How has the game been evolving recently? I haven't watched it in a couple years.
It's evolved where there's a lot of mods to the game now, so like people kind of got bored of the base game of Among Us,
Yeah.
and they introduced like I don't know, like hundreds of different roles. So to say.
Like new maps and new roles.
New custom maps, new roles that you can do to kind of like spice it up and keep it like so no one's just feeling bored. Like, oh, I got crewmate again. Guess I'll just do whatever until I die. Yeah.
I will say the task did feel repetitive at a certain point.
Yeah, I mean, doing it for 4 years, you can imagine. So,
What's your favorite mode right now?
favorite mode? I think it's more not so much modes, more so like lobbies and groups of people, because
Okay.
like the dynamic of the game changes depending on like the group you play with.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you like a skill-based group or more just casual?
I like a group that knows how to entertain themselves while still being high skilled.
Got
That
it.
makes sense.
Yeah, so like Toast group, right?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, because they were all really good, but they would just mess around a little bit.
It knows how to keep it fun and lighthearted, but also like they're still there to win.
Right, right. So you were also a brown belt in martial arts?
Oh wow, you know that.
I did some
wow,
research.
you did some research.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I was the one step below black belt.
Brown, right?
I think it was red black. For
Red
what-
black. Okay.
Yeah, and
Haven't
there's
heard.
like because there's different black belt. I forget. I think it was karate or
Okay.
taekwondo. It was one of the two.
Yeah.
But they have different systems for it. And yeah, so I was the step right below it.
And what made you want to stop before you got to black?
I didn't like fighting people.
Yeah.
To be, that was like kind of the crux. So like the higher level you got, the more it was like sparring and going to tournaments and whatnot. And that just didn't really interest me. I didn't really
Yeah.
find enjoyment from it. I more like the forms and the, I guess, methodology behind everything.
Got it.
So after it evolved into that, I just lost interest.
Interesting. Yeah, that fact interested me when I saw that because I know you're a gamer and gamers aren't fighters. So,
No,
so the fact that you got that far is pretty impressive, though, dude.
thank you.
Good job. I only made it to blue, I think.
Oh, what made you stop?
I didn't like the training, dude.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was boring. Like, you know,
That's fair. That's fair.
as a kid, you're just like wanting to have fun. And I feel like karate's like, you don't look forward to that.
It was excitement for me because you have the, I guess you can see your improvement, I guess, like visual, like
Fair.
I don't know, like breaking through the wooden board, right? That's like not even in the scale of like how hard that is to break through. It goes from like white to like, I don't know, I think black itself.
Yeah.
And then that would be like a wooden board would be like the third out of 10.
Right.
So
That makes sense.
you get to see all the progress.
How tough was it convincing your parents you wanted to do this profession?
Like streaming in like this.
Yeah.
Honestly, not hard at all.
Really?
I kind of lived my life where it's like they couldn't really control me. I was kind
Okay.
of rebellious in the sense of, yeah, I don't have interest in something. I'm not going to do that. I have interest in this. I'm going to do this no matter what. And they just like, okay, whatever. We're confident in him. He's confident in himself. And so they kind of just took a chance on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because usually you hear that from parents. They kind of rebel against the video games.
Oh yeah. No, it was. I was very, very, very. I had a lot of leeway in whatever I did, which is really
Got
nice.
it. Were you really skilled in other aspects in life too?
I'm
Like academics, like
Well, so I was skilled at what I wanted to be skilled at. Like I said, when it comes to real life, so like if there's something that interests me, I'll do it. If there's something not, so like in school, there's a lot of things I just didn't care about, so I didn't try in it.
Right.
But the subjects that I did excel in, it was the ones I was interested in.
Got it.
So it kind of goes for like every little thing is just pick up a new hobby or nuanced thing, and then I'll become really proficient at that specific thing itself.
right. So that makes sense why your parents just kind of let you do it then.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, look how it paid off. You got almost 1 million on Twitch now, right?
Yeah, really, really close. I think like 70K off.
Dude, that's crazy. That's one of the highest I've heard on Twitch.
Oh yeah, no, it's a pretty daunting number to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think many have hit that on Twitch. I wonder what the data is on that actually.
No, compared to like YouTube, Twitch is like hitting 1 million's a big number. For
Yeah,
that.
well, on YouTube, I know this because I'm at 1 million on YouTube. I'm ranked, I think, like 1,000, somewhere around there in the whole world.
Oh, is it?
Or it might be US. I don't know, but
I was gonna say that seems like for now, like maybe in like like in the tens or something. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of people. that
it
make
might be
subs now.
US. Yeah, don't quote me on that. But
That makes sense.
But for Instagram, I'm at 11 million and I'm ranked like 2,000.
Yeah.
But
and that's
Twitch,
the, like-
if you have 1 million, you're probably like top 100.
yeah, I would imagine top 500 as like the max. I think.
Yeah, and for Among Us, you're probably the number one, right?
I think for competitive Among Us stuff, I am.
Got it.
Yeah. So there's like, because Among Us has different genres itself within it. Like you could do at the end of the day, it's also like for kids too. So there's a lot of kids channel that just like thrive off of Among Us itself also.
Right. Are there actual competitions for money with Among Us?
There was every now and then there have been, and that was like hosted by either like Twitch or FaZe or whatnot.
Yeah.
There hasn't been one in a long time.
Okay.
But they were trying to figure out a way to make it kind of competitive, and so there was cash prizes every now and then.
So it's kind of like Fortnite. Fortnite kind of fell off too with the money.
Yeah, but Fortnite also had like major organizations backing everything and trying to host tournaments itself, and like the creators of Fortnite itself also. Where Among Us is just like this tiny little studio of 3 people.
Right. Have you met the creators of Among Us?
I haven't met them in person, but I do talk to them every
Oh
now
yeah.
and then. Yeah.
Nice. So they're still working on the game.
They're right now working as a production company, I guess, for other games because they're like they had their big blow up and they were excited about that. So now they wanted to give that feeling to other people.
Right. So they must have made a ton off Among Us.
Oh, I mean, think about like how many. Okay, so you play a mobile game or whatnot, you see an ad.
Yeah.
Among Us was the #1 game for like 3 years or something like that.
Holy
Like there was more than hundreds of millions of people playing that.
Dude.
Yeah.
So just the ads plus the merch.
Yeah, ads, merch, and then like on Steam itself, it actually costs money instead of being free.
Oh, I didn't
So
know
yeah,
that.
everyone that plays off of online, that's like what, I don't know how much people, but
No,
that's
it's
a lot of people.
And when you have kids as your audience, the parents are buying them merch and toys and
Yeah, no,
all
they
this
made
stuff.
it. They're pretty set.
Yeah.
They're pretty killing it.
Because I know a lot of kids played that game, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was like the most popular game I think for a solid year, like
Yeah.
globally. Like I mean, there's a Jimmy Fallon did a segment on it for his
Right.
show. Like, there's
Do you ever
crazy
go in
episode.
just random lobbies and troll people?
No, because then it's like
Too easy.
I mean, you either have to go undercover, but
Yeah.
like people just recognize my voice, even if I was to try and do
Ah.
that. Yeah.
So you need a voice changer
Yeah,
then.
I need a voice changer, and then I need a different play style. But then I'm like, what am I really doing there? Like,
Right. Yeah, that would take away from your brand, right?
Exactly.
Do you have your eye on any other games, or you're pretty set with this one for now?
I mean, always looking out for new games. Just like the deception game genre itself is one of the hardest genres to make games for itself. And I don't think there'll ever be a boom like Among Us ever again.
Right.
So I kind of look more for different competitive games. Like there's a new one that just came out called Deadlock, which was by Valve. It's a
Okay.
like it's a MOBA, so like League, I guess, but the
Okay.
newest one in that genre.
Wow, Valve launched a new game.
Yeah, like soft launch. It just became
Okay.
public, I guess I can say.
Interesting. I used to love Valve, dude.
Oh yeah, you should check this game out then.
Okay. I feel like they haven't launched like a really good game in a while.
This game's pretty good. I
Nice.
think it's the biggest thing since like Apex or Valorant.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever get into first-person shooter games?
Casually I did. It was never something I was like actually just insane at, and it's kind of hard to play the game when you're like you have to dedicate hours upon hours to
Oh
get good
yeah.
at them. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to build that hand-eye coordination. Takes time. You play chess?
I dabbled in chess once upon a time.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on a chess team in school, so that's why I was like, okay, you know what? I'll compete again for a little bit. Why not? I did a thing with Nemo, who's also competing.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah, so we became good friends. She helped coach me in chess a little bit every now and then. And I did a competition. I got, I think, 4th place. Like a
Nice.
bunch of Twitch streamers overall.
Okay.
So like, still compared to like actual chess players, nowhere near good.
Yeah.
But I do
What's
enjoy
your
the game.
elo? Do you know your rank? Your
I
ranking?
think my peak was 1400.
Oh, we're
but
similar.
right now, nowhere. Like I'm like a 1K player max right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
If you get back into it, hit me up.
Okay.
I'm a 1450.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm decent. But Nemo is god
Oh,
damn.
I mean, she's a WGM, so like,
Holy crap! What is she like a 2000 something?
something like that. She's insane.
Dude, that's nuts. And she won the poke tournament last time.
Yeah, she was at my table initially.
Oh,
the
you
first
played last time?
Yeah, she won the first one.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. She was at my table last time.
Oh, okay. How'd you do?
I got wrecked.
Fair
Dude, you
enough.
should have seen my table. I had her, Rampage,
Oh.
Mariano.
Oh, okay. So you lost. There's no chance.
And Mariano and Rampage were right before me, so they were just raising every hand. So I had to play kind of tight.
I feel for you.
Yeah.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, it was rough, dude. You play poker a lot?
When I'm not busy, it's a nice thing to just like kind of and not turn your brain off because it's very much an active thing. It's like exercising a different muscle.
Yeah.
I guess. So whenever I have free time, I'll go and try and play.
Got it. Did you ever realize the money would be insane like this with streaming?
Yes and no. I mean, I never streamed for the money itself. I actually got peer pressured into streaming.
Really?
Yeah.
So you didn't even want to stream?
No, it was just something that kind of happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah, I was just friends with a lot of, I guess, YouTubers or streamers within the scene itself. And then when Among Us came out, they heavily peer pressured me, like, yo, everyone's asking, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And so I was
Right.
like, okay, sure. And they're like, you need to stream this now. I'm like, oh, okay. Sorry, I guess. So I turned it on. And then it was kind of an instant blow up. So I'm like, okay, I know how to run a business. So might as well just get everything kind of kickstarted and just instantly did that.
Got it. Where did you learn how to run a business?
My mom runs her own graphic design business. So just kind of self-taught from like specialist, I guess, of just seeing the nuances from home.
Nice. AI has changed that space, right?
Oh yeah,
Graphic
it's very
design
sad to be honest for that. But
Yeah, all those artists got wrecked.
yeah, it's a lot of people in the design space itself are like big corporations don't realize that like there's a nuance to everything and people can tell if something's soulless or not. But a lot of them still is like we're cutting corners, saving money, and then a lot of their product just looks kind of mediocre or bad, where they can just like spend a little bit more and then they have it's way ahead of everyone else because it's just not AI.
Right. Yeah. Certain AI, you could tell it's like generated and it's not human.
Well, even if it looks good, a lot of it just kind of looks the same, right? So
Right.
every now all of a sudden is just a duplicate of themselves with a different color or a different font.
That's a good point. Yeah. I don't think it's at the level yet where it can fully replace talented artists.
No, I don't think it will get to that. Well, it'll get to that point, but not in the sense of originality, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, there'll always be style.
Because it's a prompt. It's prompted to do a certain thing.
Yeah, and it's based off of art pieces that it's taken itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Were you very artistic growing up?
Yeah, full of art, like artist family.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
all your family's into graphic design, art.
Yeah, whether it's like traditional watercolor or graphic design.
Wow.
Yeah, so and photography.
So they're feeling the full effects of AI.
Yes.
Dang. Yeah, it's
it's-
going to wipe out a lot of industries, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, when industry, like, I guess when industries get wiped out, there's always like a resurgence in a different way, just by nature of it.
Right.
The easiest example was like people always say like a carriage, like horse-drawn carriages. That's not that was a huge thing back when there was no cars, but now there's cars replaced it. Industry's dead. Now it's like a nuanced thing. So there's always going to be fields that kind of replace it, and things will come up.
Yeah, that is true. But even when I go to grocery stores now, it's a screen.
Oh yeah.
Like you don't check out with people. I think those kind of jobs are going to be gone.
Yeah, it's it'll be something that'll be regulated, but I'm curious what happens with it.
Yeah. So are you kind of pro AI, anti, or in the middle?
I'm not pro AI. I think there is uses for it. I think there's ways to get inspiration from it without like going into the scummy side of it.
Yeah. So similar to Elon, I'd say his view.
Is that his view?
Yeah, he's suing OpenAI.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because he was one of the founders, and then he started it not to make profit, but then something happened where they wanted to start making money, and he didn't like that.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I was a big supporter of it.
Yeah. Oh, you're a big supporter?
No, I thought he was.
Oh, no, he's not part of it anymore.
Interesting.
But now he has his own with Twitter. I forget the name of his.
Like Gronk or something.
Gronk, yeah. I haven't used it yet, but
it's just another like chat GPT-esque thing.
yeah, I got some trust issues with what kind of data I'm giving.
Certain companies. Very fair, very smart.
What I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely.
The AI is so good now; they can replicate your voice, replicate your face, and make videos.
Biggest scare. I mean, there's the whole voice actor thing of like people are just stealing their voice. There's tons of games now where voice actors didn't sign anything, and they're just using AI to replicate their voice in the games.
What?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That was a huge thing recently. That's why it was like a big strike also for voice actors too.
Damn. Yeah, because now AI can just use anyone's voice. You see fake Joe Rogan ads all the time.
Oh, Mr. Beast ads, Joe Rogan ads
Mr.
so
Beast.
much, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's scary. I wonder if there's a way to combat that. If you're a public figure.
I don't think there's going to be a way to combat that other than like trademark protection on your image. But even then, it's like any like 14-year-old just with their own computer can just, here's a replication of now Mr. Beast doing da-da-da-da-da.
Right, because you can't trademark your voice.
Yeah, so what are you going to do to protect it?
Right, people are making Drake songs, and he's getting pissed.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really do. So it'll be regulation based on the country or whatnot.
For real. So what's a typical day like for you right now? You playing all day?
A typical day is, kind of streaming a lot. I was doing a big project over like, do you know anything about VTubers or whatnot?
VTubers?
VTubers. It's kind of like a virtual avatar.
No.
How to explain this? Imagine instead of like me being in person, now there's like I guess a art design image of me that's not a 3D model, but it's a 2D model, but it moves like it's 3D. And it's a big scene that was blowing up in the past 2 years that I'm dabbling in.
Okay. So what's the plan for that?
The plan for that now is my design is finished. So I've had that launched, but now it's kind of like going to the different design and I guess shows that I can run with that now.
Interesting. So you'll be everywhere at once.
Yeah, you can be anywhere. You can do collaborations with a bunch of other people that are also in the scene or even not in the scene itself.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you ever like the public spotlight being in that scene, does it ever get to you?
So I've always tried to stay like as grounded as possible. I don't like to be too much in the public eye itself. So like every now and then I'll go on stuff like this or I'll do a poker show like this. But I try to keep it like how I was before I was even a streamer and whatnot.
Pretty low key.
Yeah.
Laid back.
Yeah, I like just meeting people and having fun rather than like, the celebrity lifestyle.
Yeah. So that never attracted you, the attention, the views, like hanging out with celebrities?
No, I mean, it's fun hanging out with fun people, but that's for the sake of being like having fun rather than like, I'm in like this prestigious area.
Yeah, that's a mature take, man. I noticed a lot of gamers are pretty logical, actually.
Yeah, I think a lot of them just like stay home and play video games, to be honest.
Yeah. Who would have thought though that would turn into a career?
Right?
I got ridiculed growing up.
It's still growing here also. Like in Europe, for example, it's like just a completely normalized thing. Here, there's still like not as much as there used to be, but there was a big stigma before.
Yeah.
But even now, it's like people are like, wait a second, you can earn money doing this. And now I like ask any kid, they're like, I want to be a gamer, I want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah. You think it's like a feasible path for most people though?
Absolutely not.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, it's you get I'm sure you get this also, like parents like, oh, my kid wants to do this, like do you have any advice for them? They're starting this now, and you're like, well, good luck, I guess. But,
yeah, I think it's important to be honest and just look at the statistics. How many people play video games and how many of them actually make a livable income?
Yeah.
It's not high.
No, it's compared to like the thousands of people want to do it, it's not anything.
No, not at all. I mean, it probably took you, you blew up pretty quick, I feel like, but for most gamers, it probably took a while, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can be one of the best in your field and you can still not have any popularity with that and be able to make money just because it is, at the end of the day, it's also like luck and personality.
Right, because Among Us took off at the right time for you, where you could just blow up. But like you said, you were playing games for 10 years before that, and they probably didn't have the same eyeballs as Among Us.
Oh, nothing at all. Yeah. Among Us was I mean, it realistically, besides like Minecraft, was the biggest game, or and Fortnite was like the biggest game in the public eye for just like normal casual people.
Absolutely. Yeah, I wonder if Fortnite or Among Us had more players actually.
I think at its all-time peak, I think Among Us actually had more.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure
That's crazy.
because of mobile.
That's true. Fortnite got removed from the App Store.
Yeah. The whole lawsuit is really funny, to be honest.
I don't know what happened. It's still gone.
Yeah, there was I think it was they didn't want to pay Apple the price for skins.
30%.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And so it got taken off because they just refused, and then they made like a joke Apple skin in game.
Yeah, but now they're both losing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that worked out.
I mean, Fortnite's still huge.
They're still huge. I mean, but still, they're both losing out on probably tens of millions.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, at that point, what is tens of millions to them?
Good point. Good point. It's all perspective. Would you ever launch your own game?
Yeah. Yes, I would if I had the correct circumstance for it. I was actually making a game.
Oh.
It ended up getting boxed, sadly. But
Too expensive?
yeah, there was some complication with one person that was going to fund us that didn't end up funding us.
Yeah.
But it's something I'd still want to do. I enjoy the production side of things itself and like kind of project directing or direction of it.
Yeah.
And I think I have a good eye of like what will get popular and what makes a game popular.
Yeah. They do seem very expensive to make a good game.
It's yeah. I mean, you have to have a lot of passion, people, because like you're gonna either have to have millions of dollars or you're gonna have to underpay your staff, or you have to just strike a deal with them to like get a bunch of talented people to make a game itself
Right.
without any like initial funding.
And for a first time game maker, that's like impossible.
Yeah, I had all the devs. It was the art side that was what ended up halting it.
Really? You're an artist though.
Well, I'm an artist, but like making a whole game with like all the 3D assets and all the music and like if you think of a game, right, there's that random tree. You have to make that random tree. There's like so much that goes into it.
Wow. Yeah, it made me think of RuneScape. I used to be a woodcutter.
To spend hours chopping trees.
Oh,
that's it.
hours. I never got to 99 though, man. Did you?
Oh, you weren't dedicated then.
I got to maybe 90 on one of them, but some people had maxed out accounts. I'm like, how?
Oh yeah, that was my brother.
Your brother did that?
Yeah, he was a pretty well-known RuneScape player.
Oh yeah? Who was he?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Is it Zema or whatever?
Oh no, but I do know that guy. He does play. He tried to play Among Us every now and then.
Oh
with
really?
us. Yeah.
Oh wow. I didn't know he was still around in the gaming world.
Yeah, he still dabbles in RuneScape, and he's also a big league player.
Wow. People still play RuneScape?
RuneScape is huge.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know?
No, I thought
RuneScape-
it died off because
No.
they
Yeah.
changed it or whatever.
What happened was they made the newer RuneScape.
Yeah, I didn't like the
RuneScape
new
3.
one.
Everyone hated it. So like, okay, we'll just relaunch the old one, and then it's like explosion.
Isn't it funny how games do that? Fortnite does that with their original map every year.
Yeah, people like nostalgia. Nostalgia is
Right.
a very powerful thing.
That is crazy. No, I mean, what is there to do once you're maxed out though?
That's an excellent question. I don't really. I mean, go for challenges. I guess go for like.
I guess collect gold.
Yeah, I was never like a max player. I just had a few skills in '99 and
What was
played
your
it casually.
What was your skill of choice?
Thieving.
Oh, you were that guy.
Yeah, I was once again to the deception stuff. I was a big scammer in RuneScape.
Oh, you were.
Yeah, it was. I mean, as like a 12-year-old playing that game, I was like, oh, this is captivating, deceiving people to give them money. That's
Wow.
fun.
So
Yeah.
how did the scam work?
There's a bunch of different ways to do it. I guess whether it's just be convincing people to like follow you into a place where you can kill them and get their stuff, or like, I was part of a scamming guild, which was
There was a scamming guild.
There's a few scamming guilds. I was part of one of the larger ones.
Wow.
And we knew a lot of like the glitches in the game, I guess, to just I mean, flat out forcing people to drop items that they don't know they're dropping, and then like you remove them from that area, or like unpickable, or like make them drop something in an area where you can't pick it up no matter what.
Yeah.
You have to use a spell to pick it up.
Wow.
Yeah, there's just a ton
I
of
would
like, random
never
glitches.
like know how to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's by word of mouth for sure.
That's crazy. Yeah, that was back then when you probably couldn't even look up these scams on Google, right?
Oh no, I mean some of them were public, some of them weren't.
Yeah, that's
Obviously the
cool.
good ones weren't.
I remember getting PK'd. It ruined my whole week. Oh man, the
But
first
imagine
time you
winning.
get PK'd. Yeah, imagine if you're on the other end. RuneScape. Good memories.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was the first game for me.
Yeah, I think that was probably my first game also, like actually online first game.
Yeah, it was fun. I used to do the clan wars too.
Ooh, yeah, that's always fun
Yeah,
too.
those were fun. Did you have the membership, the paid one?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
you're
had that
dedicating that much time to RuneScape, of course.
Did you ever get into MapleStory?
I did not get into MapleStory.
Oh.
No, I feel like it was always like either RuneScape or MapleStory. It's never both for people.
True. I got into that. I was scamming in that one for sure.
Okay,
with the
okay.
trades, because all the scrolls look the same, so
Yeah.
you could just replace it with the scroll.
Yeah, people were trying to convince me to play MapleStory back in the day because the scamming was going on too.
There was a lot of scamming and hacking.
That's true also.
Yeah. Was there hacking in RuneScape?
I don't. There wasn't so much as hacking as more just like botting. I
Botting,
guess.
yeah. That was a big one.
Yeah, everyone's just getting like they don't want to chop wood for a year of their life, so like just make
Yeah.
an AI or a bot to
I
it.
could never figure it out how to set it up.
I mean, it's just auto clicker.
You had one, didn't you?
I had a person level other things for me, but like
Okay,
you can
okay.
have full on programs like run pathing for you.
Pathing, wow. Did you get into Fliff?
No.
Really?
Wait, what is that?
Flyff, Flyff?
I don't think I know what that is now.
Oh, okay. It's like a Maple Store. I'm trying to think
okay,
what
okay.
else. Team Fortress?
Oh yeah, huge Team Fortress. I mean, any type of game that you have like trading in.
Yeah.
Whether it's like items or like I guess in TF2 is hats and weapons and whatnot. Usually I'm playing that type of thing.
So you played Fortnite too then?
I did play a little bit of Fortnite.
Okay.
Fortnite was
Actually, you can't trade
you
it.
can't trade in Fortnite, but it was like an okay game. It wasn't really my style.
Yeah. You can't trade. Team Fortress though was so
Like
fun.
Team Fortress, CS:GO,
CS:GO. What was your class in Team Fortress?
Spy.
I shouldn't have even asked that.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious, but I like no, huh?
Yeah. So you like those movies where people are undercover?
Oh yeah, any type of like you have to outsmart people. I guess is a fun way to think about what I like.
Have you ever done an IQ test?
I don't think I've taken an official IQ test. I've taken one of those like ADHD facility kind of testing all around things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the results of that?
The results of that I came back as an anomaly.
Really?
Yeah, it was inconclusive in some aspects.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's kind of hard. It's bad to be honest. No, what they ended up doing was there was a few tests that was based off of doing things in the fewest moves possible. A lot of like if you've done one of those tests before is very similar to an IQ test. You have like puzzles in front of you or like logic deduction things or memory based things.
Yeah.
And a lot of the tests they held a stopwatch in front of me and they're like. I looked, I'm like, oh, is this timed? And they're like, no, don't worry about the time at all. I'm like, but there's a stopwatch in front of me. So I ended up doing everything extremely quickly, but not
Interesting.
as accurate as I could be. But I still ended up doing it quick.
But they weren't even running the stopwatch?
They were running the stopwatch.
Oh, they were?
Yeah, it was based on accuracy, and I didn't know that. I thought it was going to be based on time.
Got it.
So that's where a lot of things kind of came back inconclusive. But I was also in the place I tested was the first person to get 100% on a memory section.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you have photographic memory, you think?
I don't want to say photographic memory, but like I have like memory based on relation to things, I guess.
There must be a word for that. Because I know there's photographic, audiographic, and then there's one for touch. Kinesiology or something.
Yeah, it's very hard to describe how my memory works. It's very much once I can associate something to something, I won't forget it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is interesting. So you just tie it to an object or a thing and
Tie it to an object or a place or a feeling.
wow. That's impressive because a lot of humans just forget everything.
I mean, I don't get to choose often when I get to do that. It's just something I naturally will remember it.
So you got some bad memories too then.
Oh yeah.
That are still with you.
Yeah. Bad memories are also how like there's something important, I'll just forget it because I just don't deem it as important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. How close are you with your brother?
They talk every now and then, not too close.
Okay.
I'm fairly independent. I mean, I guess my entire family is fairly independent as is.
All introverted kind of.
Yeah, introverted or like just kind of staying in their own lane, doing their own thing.
That's how my dad's side is. All PC gamers, all introverted. Just lock them in a closet for a year and you wouldn't notice.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, dude, it's been fun getting to know your side of the world. What do you got going on next, and what are your predictions for tonight's game?
Kind of going into stuff. I'm getting a lot more into cooking overall, and then like cooking and poker are like my two endeavors. Kind of just interested in overall. I guess for today, I mean Wolfgang, my table.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, pretty decent shot at winning. I think any of the people that just like actually play poker a lot, so like obviously Nemo also.
Yeah.
Big advantage. But there's like, I mean, by nature of poker and especially how quick this tournament is, it's anyone's game really, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for watching as always, guys. See you next time.